well, a lot of people think this man is a future UFC champion. I'm not going to go that far just yet, but in terms of putting together a modern-day mixed martial arts athlete into one package, this kid can do it all.
Yeah, because you watch what you say. Guys like me will just scream, this guy's a future champion, but your word holds value, so you won't do that. But every now and again, there comes a guy that seems to have it. This guy has it. This guy, when you look at him, you see a championship belt around his waist because he can do it all. He's got high-level wrestling, high-level grappling, high-level striking. He reminds me of Kamaru Usman.
Yeah.
There was no I wonder with Usman. It was when will it happen? This guy possesses that type of skill.
And he has sort of a championship aura, right? He walks into our fighter meeting, methodically managing his energy. Seems to be the total package. Obviously a perfect test for him right here, right now at this stage of his career. Still undefeated, here is Khamzat Chimaev making the walk tonight as a middleweight. A lot of people think eventually he's going to be a UFC champion, and he's got a big fight in front of him tonight.
I mean, this guy's a monster, you know, from his mindset to the way that he competes. Khamzat Chimaev is one of those guys that passes the eye test. The moment you laid eyes on him, you said, this kid has something special about him. He has great wrestling, he has great striking, he has great cardio. The guy has it all. And I'm so excited to once again watch him compete and sit here in his seat and call his fight.
The work ethic has never been an issue, perhaps the diet at times when it comes to getting down to 170 pounds, but this man is a problem and ready to impose his will here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Della, Maddalena! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Khamzat Chimaev!
All right, Herb Dean, third man in the octagon for this one. All right, so here we go from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada, and wherever we are in the world, most fighters on this roster, to a man, to a woman, they want the chance at some point to make this walk here in Vegas.
You absolutely want to fight in Las Vegas. Before it was the MGM Grand, it was the Mandalay Bay. Now it is the T-Mobile Arena, the most beautiful arena in the world and the home to the biggest UFC fights right now. International fight week, championship fights all across the board become the T-Mobile.
All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
Good work here to the body with the ground and pound by Chimaev. Takes his back now. Good, solid strike on the ground. Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
Making all these shots count.
You see him put himself into the half guard, like the control, yep. There it is, now he's going to mount.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in round one. You He's having his way with him here.
No, you don't want him on your back. He's going to start looking to try to attack a rear naked choke, and that's exactly what he's doing.
All right, so there it is again. He's been very efficient with his ground and pound striking game tonight.
And now they're starting to pile. He's starting to pile them together. Punch after punch is starting to land from the top position.
All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
So 3 minutes have flown off the fight clock there. Chimaev's right back to the full mount here. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now Chimaev's going for the sub here. Oh, I'm no expert, but that Von Flue choke looks locked in.
He's got it locked in.
Oh, somehow he's able to leverage a hip. Looks like he's going to get out.
Yeah, he did a really good job there of creating action, getting his body off to one side as he's bridging, then back into him to release a little bit of that pressure on the Von Flue choke. Beautiful ground and pound, and it looks like he has a cut now.
That hook looks great. Keep on it.
Chimaev's back inside control here.
Oh, right into mount.
Under a minute now to go in the round. Oh, postures up and delivers a big ground and pound strike to the head. Nicely done there by Khamzat Chimaev. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Oh, he's got it locked in.
He's got that arm triangle deep.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
Looks as though he will let his opponent stand back up. Yes. Waning seconds here of this opening round.
This is crazy.
Over and left swing miss. Oh, big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that figure.
All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So potentially a big factor here, ladies and gentlemen. The cut on the cheek sustained in that round. Certainly better to be below than above the eye, but the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. All right, back to the stools we go, and it's starting to look like a second mouth on his cheek.
Yeah, it looks terrible. I mean, the guy is getting hit with big shots. One big enough to open up a nasty cut on his cheek. While it's in a better spot, it still is very difficult to deal with.
Like if he absorbs another strike on that cheek, he might actually be able to eat through that cut on his cheek. I'm just saying.
He's got a big mouth.
Landed a solid punch there. Again, he's looking for that left. It's not there. Oh, massive right hand. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Now goes to the uppercut. Now he gets a more dominant position with the underhook.
He is going to start to drive these over and over. You got to be careful here. You got to move.
Oh, he connects with another uppercut. He's landed a few big ones so far.
That is his best punch. He finds it from so many different... Oh!
Hip tosses him down. Now we'll see if he can advance position.
I mean, right into side control. Now he's going full mount.
Well, it looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it.
Attempting a choke now. Oh, it's getting deep now, DC.
Dude's got to fight on his hands now.
Oh, great submission defense. Champ, these submission setups aren't that bad, but he keeps getting denied.
Yeah, because he's not panicking. He's taking his time. He knows what to do whenever something is coming in his direction. It's beautiful. It's beautiful to watch a guy comfortable even when he's under attack.
All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
Let's go. Push, push, push. Get free.
Let's work.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Chimaev's in half guard. And again, dealing with that cut around his eye. Got to be careful.
He's got to shore up the defense, because if he keeps getting hit there, it's only going to continue to get worse.
Well, his superior grappling has certainly been the lead narrative in this one. The takedowns, the ground control, he's got it all going tonight.
He's doing a great job of dictating to his opponent, not allowing him to make any decisions in regards to the fight. You're getting him out here.
Just over 2 minutes now to go in round 2. All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he's attacking guillotine.
Oh, that gilly is tight. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up.
All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loved, I mean, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back. You need to be up on an elbow.
Right.
You need to be half on the side, and you need to control the far side underhook. It is a battle for underhook when you're fighting in the half guard position on the mat.
All right, well, things are getting critical now. A lot of damage, a lot of blood in and around that eye. You could stop this fight right now.
You can stop it right now. I mean, I don't understand what anyone's waiting for. They're giving this guy a chance, but if he doesn't do something different defensively, it won't last much longer.
Oh, it looks like he's got him in a crucifix now, DC. A lot of body weight from the top position. How does he go about trying to finish this fight?
He just needs to stay heavy. He's got to keep his weight down. He's got to be working, but not working recklessly, because this is a position that you can escape. Make sure you secure your opponent, and make sure you secure your opponent. Land strikes that matter and end this fight. Oh, now he's attacking on triangle.
All right, so now going to position over submission as he bails on the side. All right, that's the end of round number 2. All right, so he has made his way to the end of the round, and quickly he makes his way to the stool. The cut man has his work to do over these 60 seconds. All right, well, defense wins championships, and perhaps he can shore some things up there. Here are some replays from the damaging previous round.
Well, he's got to. He's got to change some things if he doesn't want this cut to get worse. But hats off to his opponent. His opponent found the target. His opponent knew exactly what he wanted to accomplish, and he got it done. He's got to continue down the path in order to make the cut worse.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Oh, left hook to the head, it's blocked. Well, at this point, that is as bad a cut as I have seen in some time. I think you got to call in the ringside position.
It's hard to watch, John. Like, that's why I...
All right, ref has called a break to the action here, likely to call in the doctor to look at that cut, and a lot of blood donation going on right now.
And for as fun as this fight has been, I can only hope that the physician still lets this guy fight. He wants to fight. He wants to continue. Let him go.
And the doctor doesn't, he doesn't care about the fans, doesn't care about your feelings at home. That will do it. That cut calls an end to things, and ultimately it'll go into the books as a TKO doctor stoppage. All right, so that'll do it. TKO via doctor stoppage, and at some point, the doctor has no choice but to save the athlete from themselves. Too much damage to that cheek.
Absolutely. I mean, all these strikes just kept landing directly on his cheek. You know, it got the point to be so bad that once the doctor was brought into the octagon, he had no choice but to call this fight. And very rarely do we agree, but right now we agree with the decision.
We go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO, Khamzat Chimaev.
All right, a lot of support raining down from the crowd here, and as you'd expect, after the wrestler gets the finish here against arguably the most well-rounded fighter in this division.
This would seem to be the most difficult matchup for him because the guy possesses all the skills. But his wrestling, his ability to take people down, ground them out and smash them, allowed for him to get this stoppage victory. I thought it was his best performance to date, and the guy was insanely impressive.